Good morning, everybody. Just listening to the sounds of nature. I won't be able to make a long video because there's not much battery left on my phone. And I haven't sat under this cover for so long just for the sake of chilling. I've been working under here and doing bits and bobs, but I haven't sat down and just chilled for a bit, and I just wanted to do that. And what a lovely day. It's been dry really since the end of January. We've had misty rain overnight a few nights. Things were damp in the morning, but this is the first proper rain we've had in almost a month. After those torrential downpours we had in January. Sorry. And listening to the birds just a little while ago, a few minutes ago, there was a pigeon or a dove cooing on the top of the roof behind me. Oh, it was lovely. So beautiful. And then the rain came down heavy. Look at that water coming out of the downpipe. That's off the small 3 by just under 3 meters pergola roof, and I'm so grateful for it that we could sit outdoors even in the bad weather and still enjoy nature and get some fresh air and some light. That's why I love this kind of roof. It's clear, so you still get light under here. What a space to sit even in the bad weather. And this isn't bad weather, it's just wet weather. It's definitely getting colder now though. Yesterday was still a beautifully sunny, warm day, quite hot at times. We've had some summer temperatures for just over a week. And we're getting back to normal February weather by next week. Or rather February temperatures by next week. So it'll be a cold snap, and I'm hoping all these new shoots that have enjoyed that beautiful hot weather are not going to suffer. Everything is sprouting as well. Look, the honeysuckle's got loads coming up there. The goji berries have got tufts coming up all over the show. And I'm glad to say that the water's still getting through the construction netting, because the leaves of the cabbages, Brussels sprouts and the kale and all sorts have still got water droplets on them. So the water's getting through, which is good. Look at this lovely find that we found, discarded and chucked out by somebody. Brought it home. It's got a little bit of rust spots. It was all the wings of the butterflies were bent down and it was distorted. There was rubbish inside of it, and I just thought, well, I can repurpose that into any number of different things. I could turn it upside down and use that base over there for a candle and sturdy it in as a garden candle holder. I could turn it on its side and use it as a bird feeder with fat balls if I line it with some fine metal mesh. And I can put fat balls in for the birds. Or I could use it for, put some bright coloured woolly jumper, old one, and then plastic to make a hanging basket with beautiful hanging flowers with lots of different colours coming out of it. Or I could use it in a part of the house as it's supposed to be a lampshade, a light shade, for, well, somewhere in the house where it's not going to be bumped by the taller men's heads. So that would be reused and repurposed by us. So I'm going to prime it and paint it in some beautiful colour or something. If indoors, I'll spray it a chromish colour so that it would reflect more light. But outdoors, I think a bright garish colour, a bit like that chair but a different colour, maybe pink or orange or yellow or something, I don't know, lots of bright colours. That'll be great. Yeah, something pretty to hang up in the garden, so that even when things are dead and overwintering, there's still bright colours around. Okay, I suppose I'd better go in now and start the day. Lots to do. But oh, what a privilege just to be able to sit outdoors under cover and enjoy I'm grateful that I have the privilege of being able to enjoy the weather outside. You know, there are many people who can't, they don't have a choice because they have to live in it. I truly am very, very wealthy with having a garden. To me, that's proper wealth. Having a garden. What a privilege. I'm really grateful for it, and I don't want to waste it or be ungrateful and complain. So I will make the most of it and enjoy it. That water butt with a roof like this will fill in an hour with rain like this. Completely fill. Can you see that rain coming down there? No, it's a bit far. Let's see if I can do this. Even that bit of trickling is enough to fill that in an hour. And then I have to empty it because it overflows onto the concrete path and goes down and could cause damage. So what I'll do is I'll put another water butt there and maybe even another one for overflow. And that will create a nice thermal mass over there that will help to keep warmth in there. Because of this is south facing, going that direction diagonally from there to that corner there. That's south facing, so if the sun hits it, it'll warm it in the winter and keep heat behind there and protect some of the more tender plants. Hopefully with the EnviroMesh at the back, that will do the same, do some protection there from the wind. Because that's east facing, is southeast. So so we might be able to make that a bit more of a protected area in the winter and save a bit more water to help buffer us in the summer when droughts come. This has also been a blessing to have this narrow path covered between the potting shed and the pergola. As you can tell, it still gets wet, but there's more protection than we would have had to walk out in the rain to it. But there you are, battery's almost dead on my phone. Day is starting. I've had an opportunity to get outside and breathe in some beautiful fresh air, listen to the rain and the birds. So I'm almost set up for the day. I'd have liked to do some reading, but family members are up now, so I'm going to have to wait for a quiet moment later to do some reading and chilling. I'm so grateful for outdoors. I bought a little fern yesterday that's going to go in the front garden around the wisteria and the hawthorn, and I'll put up a stone or something to protect it and give it a bit more shelter so that it would make a nice woodlandy bit before even the trees are ready. They're small trees but can grow very, very big, and at least it'll give a little bit of shelter on the ground. And then I'll put in some more ferns. I'd like to grow some more ostrich ferns or fiddlehead ferns. I'd like to grow hostas, Solomon's seal, all in that little woody corner sorry, of the front garden. So yeah, it'll all come together, and I have another list, a couple of sides of A4 sheet size list of things I still want to incorporate into the space. Do you think I've got enough space? I do. There's vertical spaces I can still put stuff, and I will too. And of course that hedge over there is 2 foot into the garden. It's grown 2 foot into the garden, and it's been valuable for the house sparrows because they're in there all the time. But the house next door has been sold since the neighbour died, and it's their fence, really. Is it? No, it's ours, but they might not like it. And the conifers are in their side of the garden, on their side of the fence that's inside of that hedge. So if they want to get rid of that hedge, we can't say anything because it's on their side of the fence that the trees have just grown through. So that will leave that side of the garden completely exposed unless they put up fencing like that. And if they do, I will line that side of the fence with potted trees. More vertical space to use. There you are. My mind's always working garden wise. So I shall speak to you all soon. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.